you've done the hard work. Seriously, you've set your financial goals, you know your numbers, and you're all set to start building some real wealth. But now what? Now comes that tricky part, right? How do you actually connect that amazing plan to real life without getting totally overwhelmed? Well, that's exactly what we're going to solve right now. We're going to build a simple, powerful system just for you.
Think about it like this. You have the map, and you know your destination, but you're missing the engine to actually power the journey. So, how do you take that monthly amount you've decided on and connect it to your big life goals in a way that's simple, automated, and, this is key, panic-proof? Well, let's build that engine together, right now.
You see, this is where so many people trip up. They think a good plan is enough. They start off with the best intentions, but then life happens, emotions kick in, and the plan goes out the window. The real secret to building wealth, it's not about being a genius. It's about having a reliable system. A system that just works for you, even when you're not paying attention.
So let's get to it. Let's build that system. From this moment on, I want you to stop thinking of investing as some kind of scary gamble. Instead, I want you to think of it as a machine, your own personal wealth engine. Your job isn't to predict the future. Nope. It's just to build this engine, turn it on, and keep it running smoothly.
Okay, so every great machine has three main parts, right? First, you need fuel. That's your monthly investment, your systematic investment plan, or SIP. Simple. Second, you have the engine itself. This is your asset allocation, which is really just a fancy way of saying you're picking the right mix of investments for your specific goals. And finally, you have maintenance. This just means checking in calmly once in a while to make sure everything's running like it should. Fuel, engine, maintenance. That's it.
Now, before we go any further, I need you to lock this in. This is the single most important rule of this entire system. Seriously, if you only remember one thing from this, make it this. One goal equals one SIP. Think about it. You wouldn't put fuel for your car, a plane, and a boat all into the same tank, would you? Of course not. It's the exact same with your money. Never, ever mix your retirement fund with your vacation fund.
And this slide just shows it perfectly. Look at the wrong way. One big, messy SIP for everything. When the market dips, and it will, you're left wondering, oh my gosh, is my retirement in danger? Or is that just my holiday fund? It's pure chaos. But look at the right way. Clarity. Each bowl has its own dedicated SIP, its own little engine, just chugging along. And that clarity, that is what keeps you from panicking.
Okay, so this brings up a really common question. I hear it all the time. If I have, say, 5 different goals, does that mean I need like 20 different mutual funds? It sounds super complicated, right? But the answer, well, it's surprisingly simple. And here it is. Keep it simple. For most of your goals, 1 or 2 good funds are all you'll ever need. That's it. People get this idea that more funds mean more returns, but honestly, it usually just means more confusion and more ways to mess things up. Simplicity is your absolute best friend here. Trust me, a simple, repeatable plan will beat a complex, fancy one every single time.
Okay, so your engine is built. You've got the fuel flowing, it's running smoothly. This is great. But what if I told you there's a supercharger you can bolt on? A simple switch you can flip that will dramatically, and I mean dramatically, accelerate how fast you build wealth.
So let's just look at a normal, standard plan. You invest 10,000 rupees every single month for 10 years. We'll assume a pretty standard 12% return. Over that time, you've put in 12 lakhs, and it grows to over 22 lakhs. Now, don't get me wrong, that is fantastic. It's a great result, and it proves the system works.
But what if we flip the switch on that supercharger? What happens if we add just one tiny, almost unnoticeable tweak to this exact same plan? Let's find out.
And here it is. This is the magic. All we did was add a 10% annual step-up. That sounds technical, but it just means every year you increase your SIP amount by a little bit, say right after you get your annual raise. So your 10,000 becomes 11,000 next year, then 12,100 the year after that. You barely even notice it, but look at that final number. Just look at it. It's now over 32 lakhs.
Just let that sink in for a second. Over 10 lakh rupees more. By adding that tiny automated little increase each year, you've ended up with a massive amount of extra money. Same 10 years, same funds, same starting point. That is the power of the supercharger. It is the single most powerful tool you have to speed up your journey to wealth.
Okay, your engine is built. It's supercharged, it's running perfectly, life is good. But
Then it happens. You know it will. The markets start to fall. The news channels are screaming with scary headlines. This is the exact moment where most people's plans completely fall apart. But not yours, because you have a system.
Just look at this table. On the left, you've got what most people do. They panic, they stop their sips, they sell everything at the absolute worst possible time. Now look at the right. This is what your system does. It just continues your sip automatically. You don't have to do anything extra. You literally do nothing. You just let your automated engine do its job.
I really want you to burn this quote into your brain. Market falls are not signals to sell. They are discount periods. It's a sale. When your favorite groceries go on sale at the store, you don't stop buying them, do you? Heck no, you probably buy extra. It's the exact same logic with your investments. Your monthly SIP is now buying more units for the same amount of money. It's a massive opportunity, not a threat.
All right, so your engine is built tough. It's designed to handle turbulence. Now let's talk about the long haul. How do you maintain this thing for years and years without getting sidetracked or making silly mistakes? Well, here's your simple pilot's handbook for staying on course.
This is super important. You only need to review your plan when something in your life changes, not when the market has a bad day. Did you get a huge promotion? Fantastic. Time for a review. Did you get married or have kids? Yep, time to review. Did a goal itself change? Okay, review. Otherwise, a calm check-in, maybe once every 6 months, is all you need. Don't pop the hood and start tinkering with the engine just because you hear some noise outside.
And really, this is what it all boils down to. This is the ultimate truth of investing. The markets reward discipline, not intelligence. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room to win at this game. You just have to be the most disciplined. It's the boring, consistent, quiet actions repeated over and over that build truly incredible wealth.
So, there you have it. The complete blueprint. You're no longer just someone with a few good intentions. Nope, you are now the proud owner and operator of your very own wealth engine. I mean, think about it. You now have the entire framework. You know how to structure your SIPs for total clarity. You know about the power of the step up to supercharge your growth. You know exactly how to behave when the markets get scary. And you know when to review and, more importantly, when to just relax and let the system work. You are ready.
But look, all of this knowledge, this whole framework, it doesn't mean a thing without action. A journey of 1,000 miles truly begins with that one single step. The most important thing you can do right now is to take it. Go set up that first SIP, automate it, and let your incredible journey begin. Thanks so much for building your wealth engine with me today.
And just a quick reminder, this content is strictly for educational purposes only and is not investment advice.